Well, hey everybody, this is Kelly at Envy Soapworks, and today I'm going to be working on a batch of soap that's going to be scented in a classic holiday type fragrance. It is Pumpkin Mocha Latte. This one is from Wholesale Supplies, plus it smells really, really good. You can smell the pumpkin notes and you can also smell the coffee notes, so one doesn't drown out the other. It's just a nice mix. Now that's out of bottle. I don't know how it's going to smell in the cured soap, but I think if it smells anything like it does out of the bottle, it's going to be a really, really good fragrance. So I'm excited about this one. Now it does have vanillin in it, but it is only 1.5%, so I'm not thinking that it's going to discolor too terribly much. I think it will tan up a little bit, but it's not going to go chocolate brown like some of the other ones that contain a little bit more. So let me go ahead and mix up my kaolin clay and my goat milk powder, and then I will show you what I have for colors. Okay, so with this soap, I am going to be going classic colors. You know, you can't have a pumpkin soap and not do orange and brown, that type of thing. So every once in a while, I don't mind going with, you know, the very predictable colors for a fragrance, especially for ones like this. So my colors are, I have this very beautiful, it's like a coppery chocolate brown. It's very, very pretty. I think it's called Copper Sparkle Brown. I think that's Crafter's Choice. This is Coral Orange. This is from Micah's and More. My absolute favorite place to get Micah's. This here is a very beautiful gold. This is 24 karat gold. And then this is also Micah's and More here, and this is their Ruby Red. It is just a very dark, kind of maroonish red. And then I'm going to have white, of course, so those are very fall-like colors, and I think it will be really, really pretty. Now, I am going to be doing piping on the top of this one. I've already made a separate batch, a 1 pound separate batch for piping, but you guys, I made a major boo-boo. I have a fragrance oil that is... it doesn't contain vanillin. It's like a kind of like a butter rum that I thought would go really good with this, and it doesn't have vanillin. And when I put the fragrance in my piping, I grabbed the wrong one. I put in Perfect Pumpkin instead of butter rum, and it does have vanillin. So my piping, let me show you guys, is a wonderful peach color. So I was really mad at myself for doing that. But this is the piping that I have. It's like a tan peach color right now. It didn't have that much vanilla in it, but it has already discolored the batter, so I'm pretty unhappy with myself at this point. I might have brown piping on the top, who knows? But I'm just going to go with it, because I'm not going to waste all that, and you know what, this soap is going to smell good no matter what it looks like, so I'm just going to go with it. Hopefully it stays like at least a kind of creamy color. That I will be fine with. Oh, and I realized it right away, just as it was too late. Can't take it back when you dump fragrance oil into your batter. Oh, man. But, soaping problems. I know things like that happen to all soapers now and again, so just gotta deal with it and move on. Okay, so I'm gonna get this emulsified. I've never used this fragrance. I don't know how it's going to behave. I did see some reviews that said that it does accelerate slightly, so I'm just gonna go for emulsification here, and I have my coconut milk that I will be adding as I blend. I love how when you add the coconut milk, it instantly makes it look so nice and creamy. Really love adding coconut milk to my soap. Oh my gosh, my soaping glasses are like fogging up so much. so annoying. I got these new ones and they are so hot. They make my little like face so hot, and they fog up so easily. Okay, so that right there is looking perfect. Nicely emulsified. I do like this color combination, even though it's not like bright, vivid colors. I do also really like the earthy kind of, you know, the full colors. I think they're really, really pretty. So I think this is going to be a pretty soap. Now what I plan on doing with this one is bowl striping and a hanger swirl. That is always one of my favorite ways to do the pour. So that's what I plan on doing this time. So let's see, I've got 4 colors and white, so we won't need this right now. Okay, so let me get split up here. Get this out of here. Everybody, so these are my colors all mixed up. I think that those are going to be absolutely gorgeous in this pumpkin soap. This is a really beautiful, this coral orange. It's just the perfect pumpkin color. I'm really happy with it. So now I need to go ahead and get my fragrance oil into all the soap here, and I think I've decided I am going to go ahead and put it in the white, because that's an awful lot of white that I have there to be unfragranced. So I'm going to put it in, and if it goes tan, caramel, whatever the color is, I'm just going to deal with it. It still will be lighter than the other colors, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. Now this smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, it's really yellowing. Woo-wee! Oh wow, it is yellowing to my white base. Really, it is like turning like neon yellow in there. But that's okay. I don't think it will stay yellow. It'll probably mellow out once it starts curing and stuff, but let's see if you guys can see it. Can you guys see how yellow this has gotten? I don't even know if you could see that where the camera is. Anyway, it's really yellow. So I've got everything completely mixed in. It is still really fluid. This didn't accelerate at all. So that's really good. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to behave, but since it's not accelerating, I can go ahead and do what I wanted to do, which was bowl striping for this one. So that is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get another bowl. Okay, so get this all set up. Get these out of here. Should have already done this. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys can see something. Yeah, you can. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave the bowl right there. And I will start the stripe. Okay, everybody, so hopefully you're able to see inside the bowl there. It is really pretty. Is that fall or what? Check that out. So the soap that I have left in the little containers I will use to decorate the top. So I'm happy with these colors. I think they are really, really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and use this mold right here. And I will go ahead and get this striped. So I'm going to go ahead, let's see, how do I want to pour this? Stripes going in, no, like, it depends, like it really does make a difference how, like the direction of the stripes when you pour it. So luckily I got it go in the right direction for my spout. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Look at that beautiful, look at those beautiful colors. Oh my gosh, I love it. Really, really pretty. So, this in the bowl is probably going to get pretty muddied up, but that's okay because it's just going right on the very top and it'll be right underneath the piping. So I'll just go ahead and get that in. I wish you guys could smell this. I always wonder how many soapers I have as subscribers. How many soapers are watching, and if you guys have used these fragrances that I've talked about. But if you have used this, then you know what I'm talking about. This smells so good. I can really smell the mocha now. It's very chocolatey at the moment. So... Alright, now what I'm going to do really, really quick is just take a hanger and just do a couple things in there just because I like the look of hanger swirls. I like the way it pulls the soap and the pattern that it makes, but I don't want to do too much because the bowl striping alone and the skinny stripes, it got pretty mixed up all on its own. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just, I actually didn't need to save any of this stuff because I forgot for a second I'm doing piping. So I'm going to go ahead and just dump in all of this stuff onto the top here. I'll kind of do a little mini drop swirl with it, see if I can get it to go down in a little bit. A little added interest. And then I will get my piping ready. Okay, everybody, so I am finished getting the rest of the soap on top. I have got my piping into the bag. It hasn't changed anymore. It is still that really kind of peach looking color, which, you know what, that's fine. Whatever it turns out to be, I will be fine with. So what I'm going to do, I have two bags here with two different tips. I just have a little round tip that I'm just going to kind of do balls, and then I'm going to go in and do kind of more of like the ruffly ones. So I'm just going to start with little dollops, kind of like little whipped cream. Wasn't sure if I wanted to do 3 or 4 across, so I decided to do 4. So let me fix the way I've been doing this. Now, I am not a pro at piping. Not at all. It's fun to try, but you don't have to be a pro to give it a try. If you want to pipe, just practice on a couple of soaps and see how you like it. Okay, alright you guys, so I do have piping left over, but I'll squeeze that into a little mold and make little mini, you know, soaps. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decorate the top of this with just glitter. I thought about doing little like cinnamon stick embeds and, you know, just stuff like that, but I think I'm just going to get a little bit of bronze, mica. This is mica, like the bronze mica right on the top, like really thickly on the little, right down the middle. It probably looks like I'm putting on a ton, but the hole on this is really small, so it's not coming out super fast. Oh, how pretty that is. It adds a nice dimension. Like right in the middle, it's really coppery and shiny, and then I'll just add a little bit of gold to the rest of it. And I kind of like the color that is. That's pretty. Alright, you guys. So let me zoom you in so you can see a little bit better. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so that is how my soap turned out. So here it is, my pumpkin latte, or pumpkin mocha latte soap. And I think it's really, really pretty. So tomorrow when I give this a cut, I will bring you guys back. See you then. Alright everybody, we're back the next day, and I am super excited to cut into this pumpkin mocha latte soap. Today, this smells extremely good. It smells really heavy on the mocha today. You can really smell like a very chocolatey, delicious scent. It really smells like something that came straight out of a bakery. So this is how it turned out. I think the colors on here are really, really pretty. And the top, I did actually end up changing this quite a bit. I added some, I forgot that I had some really dark brown melt and pour that I kind of drizzled on the top, and added a little bit of kind of like a red and an orange glitter just to kind of spruce it up. So it's pretty fancy looking up there. So let me go ahead and get this over here. Now remember, this one was bowl striping with a little bit of a hanger swirl. That technique, as much as I love it, is really unpredictable. I've gotten some swirls that are just absolutely amazing, and I've also got some that are just really mediocre. So I'm not really sure which way this one is going to go, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it a cut, and we will see how this pumpkin soap ended up. Hoping for something pretty, obviously. Oh, wow, that is really neat. Ooh, cool. Look at that. Ooh, I like it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I think the top, once it looks kind of funny like this, but I think once it's cut up, I think it's going to look really, really pretty on the bars. So this looks a little bit muddied up here, but I'm hoping that we'll get some pretty swirls out of this loaf. I like the way it looks, though. I think that is a neat swirl. So like I was saying, the bowl striping is really unpredictable, and then when you add a hanger swirl to that, you really run the risk of just muddying it up really bad. But I think this is really, really pretty. I like the way this looks. I can't tell if that's glycerin rivers in there that I'm seeing. There's like a weird texture like right in the middle. Pretty. I like that red. The red, actually, it's more red in this soap than it normally is in other soaps that I've used it in. Like it's like the fragrance is kind of weeping. And it's kind of making the swirl look kind of weird, I think. I always wonder why sometimes the fragrance does that, how it weeps like that. And I actually used this one a little under the, like the usage rate. The top. I think this is pretty for a pumpkin soap. It's very festive looking, that is for sure. But yeah, every time I cut it, the fragrance oil, it's just like beating up. So hopefully that's not going to have a bad effect on my soap as it's curing. We shall see. Oh man, I like the patterns in there. They're very intricate. Really neat looking. Oh, they're so pretty. And I love the tops. I do like the way that that turned out. I almost wanted to do like little cinnamon stick embeds, and that's why I made up the dark brown melt and pour, but I ended up not going with that, so I'm glad that I used the melt and pour as a drizzle on top as opposed to the embeds. I think that would look kind of funny on this soap. Pretty swirl. You know what? I do like this. It's kind of had to grow on me, and I think it's this fragrance oil kind of beating up is like really bothering me, so I haven't really been paying attention to the swirl so much, but it is really neat looking. Really cool for this fragrance. And it does smell really, really good. Very chocolatey today. The mocha is extremely strong. Ooh, that's a pretty one. I don't know if you guys can see the fragrance oil kind of beating up. I'm trying to turn it in the camera so you can see what I'm seeing. This is weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh man, it smells really good. Okay, so this should be the last couple of pieces here. Perfect. Right down the middle is two perfectly even pieces. I actually really do like the swirl on this one. I know I haven't really been as enthusiastic about this one as some of my other ones. It is different. It is very different, but I do think it's a pretty swirl, totally appropriate for this fall, like holiday scent. There's a little hole right there in my piping. I can fix that. Oh man, I do like this one. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells good enough to eat. Really does. Alright, you guys, so thank you so much for watching the making of this pumpkin mocha latte. I am really happy with the way that this one turned out. It behaved really good in the soap. I don't know how much more discoloration I'm going to get, but I will do an update on a future video to show you guys where this one ends up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye!